Jeremy, do you realize that with this video, we've now recorded 5 videos today?
That's pretty impressive.
That's a lot
Not
of recording.
gonna lie.
And each video that we've done has been like roughly 20 to 30 minutes long. So
yeah, we've been going at it for almost 4 hours, literally.
We ain't messing around.
Not today, sir. Not today. And then live streaming in a few hours.
Yeah. Don't remind me, because I wish I could drink tonight, but I can't.
No?
No, I gotta pick Hannah up from the airport.
Well, so far so good. I mean, I suck at the game, but I haven't gone down yet. Oh, I almost jinxed myself.
You almost jinxed me. You son of a bitch.
Sorry, BB.
BB.
If I beat you in this race, I'm going to be highly disappointed in you.
I'll be extremely disappointed in myself, but I also won't be surprised because you beat me in every single online play that we've done in Sim, so.
Have I really?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that was when I was actually like racing and I was actually fast.
You're still fast, you just don't play that often.
I am not fast at this game.
Yes, you are.
How dare you say
you're
that?
You're not like Mikey. You don't just like lose all talent as soon as you stop.
Well, if you just would have seen what I did, you'd think otherwise.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You're leading now, aren't you?
Uh-huh. But not for long. Burkeen's gonna rip by me.
Oh, Burkeen's in here?
Yeah.
That's who this guy is? Oh, yeah, I see the red plate.
Oh, I thought I was gonna land that.
After I seen what you just did, you should not have... Oh, I just threw it.
Oh my god, you were backwards. Did you land that too?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, oh!
Where are you off to?
I don't know. I'm still pretty pumped on that whip.
That is dope.
I just had to throw it dirty in Burkeen's face.
Matty B getting thrown under the bus.
Love you, Burkeen, if you're watching this.
Oh, Burkeen's jumping all the way to that table. Shit, and he landed it. I wonder if that's how those guys are. Well, I mean,
I just tried it, and
it's not how they're gaining 10 seconds on our speed, but that's definitely probably part of it.
Yeah, I don't even care about lap times because, like I said, I suck at this game. But I will admit I can throw a dirty whip. I mean, as you guys can see. Actually get that in the video this time because
I've been trying to make it a point to like actually go through when I edit and highlight main points that I need to leave in. So, I'm sure I'll forget it.
I'm sure you will too. Well, actually, weren't you watching me? So either way, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, well, I screened back to you when you like were midair, and I just saw that you were like backwards. I'm like, Jesus. Man, Burkeen has literally just walked away from me.
Well, the both of you walked away from me. Didn't take long.
Damn it. Anything but that inside rut in this corner in the back here, pitiful. It's just awful. It doesn't do anything for you.
Oh. Getting a little sketchy.
I think this is in Sim the first time since our first ever online play. Well, no, because with the second one we did, it was on a national as well. So this is the first time since the second one, which was Muddy Creek, that we've done a national for it.
Yeah, most of the time we try to get a custom track.
Yeah. Because nationals can be boring and repetitive when we talk about it all week. And I mean, this video might even come out like 2.5 weeks after Unadilla, so might be irrelevant, but maybe that'll work for it, you know? Maybe because it's so old and not you know, we're not playing Unadilla anymore, maybe people will be like,
Whoever,
oh, this is kinda
whoever
cool.
is in this server just launched that table like Burkeen did, and he
Oh,
almost
Connor
landed.
Lins.
He almost landed on me.
Yeah, Connor Lins. Burkeen pulled off the side of the track again.
These kids are animals nowadays.
I know, it's stupid. Although, to be fair, I didn't put that much time into Washugo, and I still grabbed a top 10 in the second moto, so.
True. You've always been good at racing, though.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Oh, here we are.
That's the truth, though. I've always been out-qualified by you, but tend to race a little bit better than you, I would say.
Wait, who has a career number?
Wait, who has a moto win?
Wait. Shit. Who's a heat race hero? Oh, me.
Yeah, way to go, Davalos.
No, your career is a lot more impressive than mine is. That is for sure.
I wouldn't say it's more impressive. I think we both like even out in terms of accolades. But
I don't know about that.
well, because the championships that I've won aren't really that cool.
Well,
like,
no, I'm talking about major events. Like
right. So you discard all the like little shit that I've won, and we're pretty even, I think. God damn
well,
it.
you raced for the United States and the nations. You have a moto victory. All I have is like 4th in 2013 Nationals, 5th in 2015 Supercross.
I would honestly, to be honest with you though, I would give up a moto win to have a career number.
Yeah, because
like,
then you would have 52.
Yeah, because like the fact that if I could show up to the gate and run that number every time instead of like this year I show up and I have to run 20, or next year I'll have to run probably like 80 something because I've raced a few rounds this year. Like it's cool to have a different number, but I would much rather race with 52 every time, and people know that like that's me out there. That's a guy that earned that number, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's kind of cool. I wonder how many people. I wonder how many people know that you earned 14. You know, like there's a lot of people that weren't really around, I guess, in 2013 to see it happen. You know, I wonder if they're like they just think that you earned it last year.
Well, Dominic Saulnier has that national number quest thingy.
Yeah.
And
so anybody that looks at it sees that you have that number.
Right.
I'd just be curious to know how many people actually know that people have a career number versus
just like Joe Schmo like doesn't really pay attention too much.
Like if someone saw Daniel Markham show up and he ran the number 55, how many people honestly would know that that's because that's his career number and not just that like that's some random guy that earned that number last year, you know?
Yeah. Oh, and I'm down.
We keep swapping the lead by crashing.
I've just been trying to throw dirty over the sky shot every lap, so
it's pretty fun to do that.
It's a lot more fun on this 450, let me tell you. The past few years I've been on the 250. But oh, okay. But yeah, the 450, nothing like it.
Just let Connor go. We're kind of idiots because we're not trying to qualify for the race at all, but we're in a qualifying server with guys that definitely are qualifying or trying to qualify.
It's not like we're getting in the way though.
Yeah, I mean, like I just purposely like I was on an okay lap and I moved for Connor, but at the same time it's like we're kind of just in the way anyway because you know how many times that like you've had some like Joe Schmo crash in a qualifying server in front of you and you're like, you know?
Yeah. But that's just in the heat of the moment, though.
Yeah, I guess. White flag, white flag. Oh shit, I OJ'd that.
Alright, I'm going to try to run under 2 minutes. Here we go.
The focus is real right now.
Absolutely.
I'm actually just trying to hold off Connor right now because I really want to actually get one good lap in.
Wait, he didn't lap us.
No, but he's all over me, and I think on a good lap, and I don't want to like fuck him over because of that. Well, now he went down, so I can kind of relax. Still got to throw naughty on the sky shot. Doesn't matter if you're on a good lap.
Well, yeah, man. That just if you don't throw dirty on the sky shot and you run a good lap, your good lap just doesn't count.
Yeah. I got you.
Oh, and I went down. I knew that was gonna happen too.
Oh my god! And then I went down right after that. Oh no! It was gonna be a good lap.
Well,
Jordan.
I'll still throw dirty.
It's alright. We got one more race to prove ourselves for the viewers. Prove that we're not worthless and can't run laps.
Oh, I am worthless and can't run laps.
Probably, I bet 90% of our viewers are like first-time players or like pretty new players that are like, oh my god, these guys are incredible.
Yeah, you should have seen us a couple years ago. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we were a lot better in 2013, and I think I was probably my best right at the beginning of 2014 when I think I made 10 straight main events after missing A1 by like a pubic hair.
You lost it due to cuts, didn't you?
Yeah, to Leclerc in the semi,
yeah.
and then I got taken out by T-Crane in the LCQ.
I was at my best. I don't want to say 2014 was my best year, even though it kind of feels like it was.
Yeah.
I mean, by default, I guess it would have to be 2013. But I didn't really do anything in Supercross in 2013. Right. I was a Nationals guy. I just came
But the difference, I think the difference with 2014 is that it took you a while to come around, and that's why I think 2013 is probably better. Because remember, you were like expected to contend in Supercross, and I think you missed the opening main, didn't you?
I missed the opening main and almost missed Phoenix.
Yeah. So you.
Well, look at me this past year. I almost missed fucking Arlington.
Yeah, but you were a real contender that whole year. Like, you were never not in contention to win races or win the championship to the end. Like, you're within 25 points of Kyle the entire season.
Yeah.
So. Alright, we're gonna do one more moto.
But like, I don't know, like overall 2014, like yeah, I missed the first main, but even when we went over to the East Coast, I was still almost top 5ing in the 450 class.
Yeah. But that's what I mean, is that like that's what I think would make the difference versus 2013, is that like the whole season you were pretty good. Like, you weren't fantastic, I would say, the whole season, but you were plenty good enough the whole season to be like considered a guy that can podium every week.
Oh well, and look at last year though. Like after I missed that man, I had like 2 seconds in a row and then a third or fourth.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was just kind of a bad luck situation. And before next year, I come out swinging and win everything.
Yeah. So you're gonna quit again and then come back and start winning races.
I'm on a Supercross only deal.
Yeah, like Millsaps.
Yeah. Wait, do you need me to restart? No, just kidding.
Nah, I hit restart. But I wish I was still an admin in some of these servers. I don't know why I got my admin taken away. In 02 particularly. I never did anything to cause that.
The people hated you, man.
Yeah, but as much as the people hated me, JLV still really liked me.
Still really likes you.
Yeah, still really likes me, should say. He's nice enough that he wrote out like a full-blown, it was hand-typed, but I was going to say handwritten, but like a full-blown letter when YouTube started questioning us about sim videos. Remember that?
Yeah.
They were like, hey, are you allowed to post these? And we're like, yeah. And then I went to JLB and I'm like, hey, so YouTube asked us this. And he's like, oh, okay, here you go.
Yeah, he's like, I got you. Oh my God, there's a lot of people in here.
I know.
He's like, I got you, fam.
I got you, fam. JLV's awesome.
Yeah.
Tice's signature does it the best. JLV is a G.
Oh, yeah. And for, like, a lot of game creators, like, yeah, they just create the game and, like, whatever. But, like, he's really active with everybody in the community. Like, snapshots and updates. And he even shows up on race night just to kind of just chill.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
Really wish I could meet him. But he's very secretive.
Yeah, everybody's trying to figure out who he is or what he looks like, and he's just kind of chilling like, you're never going to find me. Well, at the beginning of this race, I landed on the top of Burkeen, so...
Way to go. Get Burkeen all mad at you.
Well, I mean, he kept riding. I, on the other hand, fell off the bike.
Shout out to Connor Lynn's throwing fat whips in front of me right here.
Nothing beats my whip.
Nah.
Not happening. So, a lot of people were like kind of upset with this new update or like surprised or like whatever, but I don't really see that much of a difference. I don't know if it's just because I don't really care anymore. I just play it when I have to for like videos or something.
Have you noticed that the rear end sags a lot more though?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't feel that much different.
I mean, it feels way different to me, but I think that's because I already ran a pretty soft rear suspension, and now it's really soft because I haven't changed any of my suspension up. So now, like, anytime I go through bumps, it's like Leclerc setup, dude. It's like, it sits in bumps and corners great, but one little mistake and you're, like, flipping.
The Leclerc setup. Remember at, like, what was it? Was it A2, the retro night? When the Wolves were just massive?
Yes. That was the night that I beat Leclerc. I got a top 10 that night, and I was so pumped because I passed him in the last lap in the whoops because he went over the bars.
Man.
Everybody brings that up when they talk about Leclerc now, too. Like, oh, Leclerc, whoops. Yeah, remember A2?
I mean, those whoops collected lots of people, but
yeah,
him in particular was just hilarious.
I mean, Leclerc pissed so many people off in the community that it was pretty much funny whenever he did something bad.
Yeah. Guys, break.
Yeah, and I liked Leclerc, to be honest with you. When I first started talking to him, he was really nice to me, and then he just turned into such, like, a jackass to me. Like, he had no respect for me whatsoever when we were riding on the same piece of track.
Oh, that goes with a lot of people in MX Simulator, but
I mean, like, it was bad. Like, he would purposely brake check me. He'd not punt, but be pretty aggressive and put me over berms and stuff like that. Like, it just is no fun riding with him.
I'm starting to flow a little bit.
Yeah, this track's got good flow to it. I like it.
This is unchanged, right?
Yeah, I think there's like a little bit of like smoother areas maybe. That's what I heard, is that they smoothened out some areas, but could be wrong.
It's crazy though, dude. Like, we're in the same year, and like, remember the beginning of Nationals? I got a 4th at Glen Helen.
Yeah.
And now I can barely do an entire lap.
Well, Sim does that to you. Unless you're like really in a groove, you don't ride laps at all. It's not something you just casually pick up and kick ass at usually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying like that I'll never be fast again, because this happened last year where I stopped playing and then came back for Supercross and was just fine. It's one of those things like once you start picking it back up, then you're good.
Right.
A lot of people say once you have it, you never completely lose it.
Exactly. That's what I feel about this game. I don't understand how the Mikey syndrome comes into effect.
He's a special occasion. Yeah, because he was dominant in 2012.
Oops. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, he was really good in 2012. Now, anytime he picks it up, it takes him so long to relearn stuff. And even when he does, he's like not even close to the same person that he was.
Yeah. Once again, though, like, I know we've talked about it in the past, like, the skill gap from now, like, compared to 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's not even funny. Like, if any of us had the speed that we have now,
I brought this
Shaq
up to Moto when we were streaming the Washougal motos. Like, we've said multiple times, like, yeah, we'd be winning championships if we were this speed 4 years ago or whatever.
right. I mean, I've even, like, Brian Haskell, or Shack Attack 12, lives really close to me now, and he came over to my house last week. And we were talking about this a little bit. Like, we're not those type of people that only talk about sim when we hang out, but we did bring it up about how anybody nowadays with their speed would have destroyed Shaq when he was winning his championships.
Definitely.
In 2010 and 11. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm not anywhere near close to these guys' speed, and I would say that I'm probably faster now than I was back then. So
I'd even go so far as to saying maybe even in 2012 when Tyson was dominant.
yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and I would say that because I remember when Simon Linko was hitting lines that people were like, Jesus Christ, like, that's huge. I can't believe he's doing that. And now you go back and you're like, how is this difficult?
Yeah,
like,
it's
you're
just
riding
like,
the same bikes as before.
It's just like third gear bogging. Like,
yeah,
just
exactly.
5 into a section.
Like, there's parts of me that are really, really glad that JLV doesn't make the tracks anymore, because everybody would be 5ing through sections all the time now instead of, like, just occasionally like they did before.
Yeah.
Like, the track makers now have figured out ways to get people to, like, slow down and actually hit sections the way they're supposed to be hit.
Well, a lot of the track makers, though, they're actually, like, racing week in and week out, too.
Right.
And they know what the racers want, and, you know.
JLV would still be building the tracks with 125s.
I like the JLV tracks, though.
Yeah, they're fun.
In their time, they were really fun.
Exactly. But I think that's the key, though, is in their time. I think nowadays it would just be annoying because you'd have guys that would lay down lap times that don't even make sense, and everybody could do that lap time probably.
Right. But even on, like, the newer tracks, though, like, yeah, you'll have that those one or two guys that are, like, stand out between everybody, but, like, I don't know, lap times are, for the most part, fairly close. At least on Supercross tracks, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's always going to be one main line, no matter what.
Exactly.
Like, on a national, you can get away with railing it outside compared to, you know, tucking it inside or whatever. Or casing a jump barely and then making it up in a corner, you know. Supercross, you pretty much got to run perfect laps.
Right. I think that's what always kind of drew me to nationals a little bit more, though.
Same.
Is that you had that.
You had that choice. Because me personally, I've always been a person that likes to rail outsides.
Right.
And I've made it work. Like, I don't know.
In Supercross, like, with the way that it took to qualify to even score points, like, you weren't guaranteed to score points anytime you showed up. Like, now, you kind of hold your own destiny. Like, you could crash in turn 1 and still easily score points at a national. But, like, in Supercross, you crash in turn 1 in a heat race, you're like, well, better hope I get a good start in the semi or I'm fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't race the nationals anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do every now and again. Obviously, I started the season, but, well, the past 2 seasons I've started. But, like, I don't know. I'll always like them more than I like Supercross. There's just a lot more going on during the summer, you know? Like, winter, especially in Wisconsin. Like, what's going on in Wisconsin during the winter?
Snow, lots of it.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. But like, I don't know.
By the way, in regards to snow, do you ever ride snow sleds?
No, I haven't. I know people who do. Actually, my cousin's a professional snowcross racer.
Oh, nice. Cause like Nate has a snow sled. And
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was common.
It's pretty common here. I've just never owned one or ridden one for that matter.
Yeah. 10-4 affirmative. I've never ridden a snow sled, but I have ridden a Sea-Doo jet ski.
I've ridden one of those.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Good
went
fun.
on vacation in Florida, we rented them out for like an hour and a half or something. We had to take a stupid little class. It was like like a permit, like your temps license.
Yeah.
It was one of those common sense tests. And then yeah, we got to ride around for like an hour and a half or something like that.
Sweet.
Well, you dominated me because I'm only at the sky shot. Watch me throw a dirty P7.
All right, I got you. Let's see it. Damn, you're landing way too flat though. Oh, sweet. This guy's just sitting around the track here. Oh, Bronson's in a SpongeBob. Like, a good time, too. I want to see if I can get him out of that. I got you, fam. Ba-dum-bum. He's, like, really in there.
One thing I do miss about not racing nationals right now, or any more this season, is dualies with D-Mills.
Dualies with D-Mills.
I don't know how, but we always ended up right together, and we always threw down. It was a good time.
I got Bronson free, and I front flip and landed it, too.
I'm going to launch the finish. I'm going to double it.
All right, I got you. I'm specking.
Oh.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yep. There we go. Have you seen the new fly gear?
Yeah.
Looks really
Some of it
nice.
looks really good. The stuff that Trey wore at Washougal was sick. All right, double it, land it. Oh, you're clean. You're clean. Nice. Oh.
I caught Bronson's back end, but I did land it.
Nice. Good job. All right, man. Let's stop.
All right.